morning and welcome to the Cougar of News at 5 o'clock. We have many interesting topics to cover this morning. First, we will start off by talking about the improvement that the Acton varsity football team has made. First, we will go over to Paige where she will get us started.
The Acton High School varsity football team has really improved with the record ending at 5-6.
We were fortunate enough to speak with a few individuals and contribute to the team. First off to Scally, who will be talking to one of the captains, Senior Alex Gardner. Over to you.
So since being your last year of high school football, how happy are you with the final result? I'm pretty happy. Going 5-6 is a lot better than going from the last couple of years, going 0-10 and 1-9. We went past the first round of districts this year, and I think really the big change was just we bonded as a team more. We had strong senior leadership, and we really got stuff done this year, and really excited to see what they can do next year.
Nice. I also can't wait to see how they do next year. Back to you, Almadina and Paige.
Now we will go over to Almadina where she will talk to the defensive coach.
Good.
We are here with Coach Walker, who has made a difference for Acton High. What have you done differently on defense this year compared to previous years?
Well, I think this year we're having more success, or we had more success on defense. Our personnel is a little older, a little more mature. We have several players who this is their second, third year playing, so they have that experience. They're finally kind of understanding how to be successful in defense, so I think that's really paid off. Not really doing too many things differently, except for maybe figuring out on my end, I'm figuring out which type of defense fits the players we have, their strengths. So we have a little more athletic team, so we can run some defenses with more linebackers than linemen. If that makes any sense.
Okay, thank you, Coach Walker. Now over to Paige, where she will be talking to the head coach.
So Oliver, were you satisfied with how far you guys have come this year?
Well, I think satisfied will probably not be accurate. I think I'm excited about how much we improved, but satisfied, no. I mean, we want to continue to win a playoff game or whatever, but I'm excited about how much we improved, and I'm happy for the guys that improved, but I don't know if we're really satisfied, so.
What major changes have taken place this year?
We just had really good leadership of the seniors. They did a really good job, set the tone early on, and we had a lot of young guys that came up with a lot of talent and did a really good job, and filling in for some of the guys who graduated last year.
Thanks. Last but not least, we will turn it over to Alex, where he'll be talking to Moiko Baby.
How do you decide what offensive plays to call?
It's up to the situation of the game, and obviously Coach Oliver and I decided, but Coach Oliver's got the final say of what offensive plays to call. But again, it's up to the situation of the game.
How did you gain the nickname Moiko Baby?
I didn't even know I had that nickname. So, I don't know.
Now back to Almadina and Paige for the rest of the news.
Yesterday at Acton High School, around 1:30, a drunk driver crashed into one of the classrooms, which were filled with students. We will now go to Alex, where he will provide us with more information.
So Officer Almadina, what happened when you entered the room?
Well, I walked into the classroom to see a car over a bunch of children and the teacher in shock. The driver walked out and didn't make it very far until he fell over intoxicated. I called for backup immediately. No one has died, but many children are being rushed to the hospital.
Wow, I hope everyone's okay. We'll get back to you guys once we find out more about the details. Now back to Paige and Almadina for the rest of your news.
Local teens are going on strike because they believe they should be paid more based on the amount of time they have been at the job. We will go to Almadina, where she is on scene where the teens are located, and we'll be talking to some of the teens. Off to you, Almadina.
The Missouri teens are very upset this morning as they are on strike. Some claim they have been working 2 or more years and still haven't got a raise, even with more experience when they first started.
They say they have asked for a raise, but their bosses and managers have rejected them. Now we'll go to Scally where he's on the scene.
I'm at the scene where many teams are standing out here discussing their wages. Many of the teams are getting paid $7.35 an hour. They believe they should be getting at least $7.75. They think they do too much to be getting paid minimum wage. So I've been out here watching you guys on strike. Can you tell me why you guys are out here and what you hope to happen after the strike?
Well, I'm out here because my boss doesn't want to give me a raise. I've been working at Target for 2 years and 3 months, and I still haven't got a raise. I brought it to my boss's attention, and he says he is in charge of all of this, but he doesn't care about our raises. We'll get a raise when he sees improvement. I personally think I deserve a raise.
Well, I see where you're coming from. Now on to the next team. As much as I understand, you're out here to raise your hourly wages. You don't want to work for minimum wage anymore. Give me some more details on your point.
Well, I work at the golf course and I get paid minimum wage. I spend my hot summer days working and also some of the coldest in the winter. I work year round and I believe my raise should come sooner. I never like to work respectful to my co-workers, go above and beyond my working standards, stay over the limit. I really hope me and these teams have a successful strikeout today.
Well, you've heard it here. Let's hope these teams get their point across and get their wages up. Now back to Paige and Medina.
Next, we are going to talk about the weather.
On Monday, we have a high of 70 with a low of 49, chance of rain. And on Tuesday, again with a chance of rain, we have a high of 67 with a low of 42. Wednesday, we have a high of 51 and a low of 39, sunny. Cooling down on Thursday, we have a high of 47 and a low of 30, and it's cloudy. Friday, we have a high of 40 and a low of 28, and a chance of snow. Back to Scally with sports.
The athletic Cougars had a great fall season this year. The swim team only went 1-18, but the softball team went 11-15 and lost in the final to Luther South. The volleyball team had a great season, going 23-8. They ended the season in a heartbreaker to Luther South in the semi-district final. The football team showed great improvement from having only one win in the last 2 years to going 5-6 this year and losing to St. Mary's in the semi-district final. The soccer team won districts this year, going 17-8 and lost in sectionals to St. Mary's. Back to Paige.
There was a house burglary this morning in Acton, and I am here with the homeowner.
My house got robbed this morning by a 15 or 16-year-old boy who lives down the street. He was just exploring through my house, and I thought it was weird because I am a single lady. I know the boy. He lives down the street from me. I thought it was wrong what he did, so I called the police. By the time the police showed up, he was already gone.
The police came to the scene, and the boy was identified as Alex. Charges are being pressed, and I just hope Paige is all right.
I hope she is well and gets all of her materials back. The boy is in custody and will be serving juvie time.
Thank you for listening this morning. Tune in news coming up at 6. Have a good day.